Hello, and welcome back to Stained Canvas. Today I have 4 spooky Halloween ways to fill a sketchbook page. And I have to be honest, they're not all spooky, but they are autumn-esque. So the first page we have here is to make a patterns page. I chose eyeballs. You can choose something else. It doesn't have to be this spooky. You can choose candy, like your favorite Halloween candy, or some jack-o'-lanterns, maybe a spider or a simple bat shape. The most important part of this is to not pick something that is very detailed, because you're going to be drawing like 20 plus of these objects. So if it takes you 10 minutes to draw each little thing, you're going to be working on your page for like hours. And that's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to fill up a sketchbook as cool as possible, in as small amount of time as possible, so you can move on to the next page, right? So all I did here was did my eyeballs, and then they're fairly simple. They're, circle shaped, and I filled in the background with one of my favorite Halloween-y colors. It's kind of a winey reddish purple color. It's one of my most time favorites. And then I just filled in the irises and the pupils. And then I wanted them to pop a little bit from the background. So I outlined the main eyeball part in black pencil crayon. And then that's my patterns page. The next page idea I have is to work in a limited color palette. So I used Halloween colors. You can totally go online and look up Halloween color palettes. My colors I chose are 2 different kinds of oranges and 2 different kinds of purple. I have a dark and a light of each one, and then plus black and white, because you can tint and tone your 4 colors you choose. This is actually not a very specific Halloween one I did, but I wanted to work in Halloween colors. And so I chose this really cool like sunset where I could implement the purple and the orange, because those 2 colors don't really go into anything else. I mean, you could probably do some kind of a pumpkin at nighttime, or some sort of a idea like that, but it's super easy to come up with these color schemes, and the fun part is trying to figure out how to mash these 2 colors that usually don't go together. And so this is my second page. This is my color schemes page. The third idea that I have for these ways to fill your sketchbook is to do a mixed media autumn landscape. So I love October and autumn and November because the trees are changing these fantastic colors, and it's just so vibrant and so amazing. So I got this idea to make these landscapes. So just mix your media. I actually use watercolor, pencil crayon. What else do I use? I use oil pastel in this. And what I'm doing is I'm not looking for super detailed things. Like when you're looking at an autumn landscape, you can't actually see each individual leaf in a tree or in a bush. So I'm just making the basic tones and values that you see. Each tree isn't going to have the same colored orange or yellow or red. So you would just kind of insinuate that there's trees. You can take your whatever media you're doing and then just kind of scribble it in, because again, everything blurs together when you're looking at a big landscape. So this is what I did here. And remember, you work on your values, that means your lights and your darks, and work on not being very detailed with everything. Just kind of go in and be a little scribbly with it, or be, pointillism, use some dots, use some, just some weird strokes that you wouldn't use normally. Just have fun with it. The fourth technique that I have, or the fourth way to fill your sketchbook page that I have, is to practice a technique that, maybe you don't really practice so often. I'm actually trying a watercolor resist. I don't have a wax crayon, so I'm just using the back of a birthday candle. It's a white one, so it won't, smear anything. And it actually works really well. So if you have a birthday candle, go ahead and use it. It's fantastic. I wanted to get a really dull, grungy kind of painting out to really feel like a nighttime Halloween night kind of spiderweb. So again, I wanted to try this watercolor resist. And I think it turned out really well. I also used a little bit of pencil crayon to darken my darks at the very end, and then I wanted to really kind of make the spiderweb part more misty, so I did add some little bit of the white pencil crayon over top of it, and I really do like how it turned out. It's really grungy, kind of spooky nighttime spiderweb. And that is my fourth technique. So yeah, feel free to try this, guys. Try any one of these pages and see how you like it. It's just an idea, fills your sketchbook quite nicely. So I hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you can, and I will see you guys next time.